Like roaches when the lights cut on. People are running. It seems that way. I'm not going to say he's necessarily running. We don't know. Well, we can only judge from the actions of people. So maybe perhaps he is. Apparently, Steve Harvey is going back and deleting all his posts about Diddy during this scandal that's going on. Now, we don't know whether or not he's doing it because it's, incriminating or he doesn't want to have any trail that I ever knew the man. Maybe he's trying to, be like Peter. I never knew him. I don't know who he is. I don't know. Maybe he's going to do it 3 times and delete all of his comments. We don't know. But there's an article that says Steve Harvey removes Diddy posts as sex trafficking trial sparks celebrity fallout. He's not the first, and he wouldn't be the last. There are tons of people trying to distance themselves from Diddy. I would too if I was hanging out. But here's the unfortunate reality, Stevie. We already know. Anyway, before we get too far into it, please take some moments to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you have not already, click that notification bell. Make sure you hit it so it's all black so you can get every video, not just 1 or 2, and then say you didn't find out. So we want you to make sure you get all of it. Let's read, shall we? The unfolding legal saga surrounding Sean Diddy Combs has sent ripples through the entertainment industry. Remember, pause right there. We have been saying that this might be the beginning of the end of the whole industry we call entertainment. And it's not because of Sean. There is a massive move right now of people moving away from being distracted by entertainers. Whether that be because of them hearing and seeing things happening to kids or to adults, people are getting disenfranchised with the idea of entertainment. And I can only say that might not be a bad idea. Maybe we should spend more time doing real life things than watching other people live vicariously through a screen. Just a thought. But maybe this fallout is a good thing, prompting public figures to reassess their ties with the embattled hip-hop mogul. You think. Arrested in September 2024 on charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation of prostitution, Combs faces a high-profile trial that has drawn intense scrutiny. Among the navigating the fallout is Steve Harvey, renowned comedian and television host, who recently deleted social media posts linked to Diddy. This move reflects a broader trend of celebrities distancing themselves from the rapper as allegations mount. Now, we can take 1 or 2 things from this. Is he distancing himself because he knows he's not a part of it and he doesn't even want an inclination of ties to him? Or is he deleting because he has ties and he doesn't want people to see that he had the ties, even though the tweets are forever? Somebody probably got screenshots of this stuff. So deleting it, I don't know if it's going to make a difference, really. The trial, which began on May 5th, 2025 in Manhattan federal courtroom, has unveiled disturbing claims about Combs' alleged criminal activities spanning 2 decades. Testimonies from key witnesses, including Cassie Ventura and Don Richard, have painted a grim picture of abuse and coercion. As the case captivates global audience, Harvey's decision to erase digital traces of his association with Diddy underscores the delicate balance public figures must strike in maintaining their reputations amid such controversies. I'm not sure about the reputations thing, but here's a question. If there is no ties, I don't need to delete. It almost feels, what's the word? It starts with guilty. Almost feels like you got something to hide. You see, the innocent normally don't have to try and go back and clear up tracks and steps and stuff. People that have something that they don't want known are the ones that do that. You can easily come out in the public and just say, I don't know the dude, never met the dude, or I don't like what he's done and I don't ever want to be associated with him. But you don't need to delete nothing unless, of course, some of the tweets were in defense of Diddy's behavior. Maybe you might want to. Key developments in the scandal. The case has escalated with over 120 civil lawsuits filed against Combs. Whew, that's a lot. Some involving minors. Some. Celebrity responses. Figures like Usher and Megan Fox have also removed posts tied to Diddy, signaling a cautious approach. Unfortunately for both of those people, their ties are more than just removable by saying we no longer have affiliation, especially Usher. There's also some rumors saying that he had come forward and was talking, but I don't remember he's ever been testifying on the stand. And there are some people that said that he's been held as a person that's been enabling Puffy. That wouldn't be far-fetched, but there's no real traction or record to that. But public reaction, social media platforms buzz with debates, and some accusing celebrities of erasing history, while others view it as a strategic move. No doubt it's strategic, 100% strategic. But to what ends? That's the question. Strategic, why? Strategic to cover tracks, strategic to hide the link, or strategic to completely distance because they're not like him at all. Maybe they're pulling their best Kendrick Lamar. He's not like us. The growing media storm and public interest have placed unprecedented pressure on those who closely align with Combs, reshaping their public personas in real time. Too late. I'm surprised. You know who hasn't done that? Because she probably hasn't been online enough, is Ellen, oddly enough. Steve Harvey's decision to delete posts referencing Diddy came to light in late 2024, shortly after his arrest. The move was not accompanied by a public statement, and therein lies the problem, leaving fans and observers to speculate on the motivations behind it. Harvey, known for his hosting Family Feud and his motivational speaking, has built a brand centered on positivity and relatability. Yeah. Associating with a figure now linked to serious criminal activities posted in a potential risk in that image. Deleted posts, which included photos and mentions from events where both men appeared, were seen as an attempt to sever ties quietly. Others, however, criticized the move as an effort to rewrite history, pointing to the long-lasting professional and social connection between the two. This action mirrors similar steps taken by other celebrities, highlighting the broader implications of the Hollywood scandal. Now, I'll do two things. We'll defend him first, and then we'll give the possibilities as to why he could not be needing to be defended. I don't know how Diddy did what he did, but Diddy did do it. But I ain't part of Diddy camp. I'm deleting anything that has any reference to him. Please don't ask me about it. I have nothing to say. I'm just deleting. Kudos, if that's what it is. Okay, good. I'm deleting it because I don't want nobody tying me to him, even though we've done a whole lot of stuff together. Don't delete, maybe say something. I'm deleting it to make sure nobody finds any ties and link something back to an event and do timeline checks and see if the picture I posted was at the time of something happening at Diddy's camp with abuse, with a party, or maybe perhaps during the time that they have in the court record that he did something bad to somebody and I was at the same venue. You see what the problem could be now? You see how when you do all that, people can start to speculate because you do it in the public light. So now you've deleted posts. We can possibly, again, internet's forever. So we can go back and find that post, check the dates, go to the court records, check to see if you were around him at the time of something nefarious happening, and you deleted that one post. Huh, Steve? That's what people end up doing. Now, is he guilty? No, we're not saying that he did anything. We just find it kind of odd that you go to do all that lengths if you had no real things going on with Diddy. That's all we're saying. The question still lies whether or not you had a hand, whether or not you participated, whether or not you are a part of the whole thing or not. I mean, you already have your issues when it came to Bernie Mac. So let's just, okay. So it's not like you have this pristine record that no one would ever think Steve Harvey would do that. So you see where our speculation is coming. The trial of Sean Combs has become a focal point of discussions around power dynamics in the entertainment industry. Prosecutors allege that Combs operated a criminal enterprise involving sex trafficking, coercion, and known as freak offs at the center of the accusation. These gatherings, described as lavish parties held in luxury venues, allegedly involved coerced sexual acts, often recorded. 2016 video showing Combs assaulting his former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, has emerged as a key piece of evidence intensifying public outrage. The indictment details a pattern of manipulation, with Combs allegedly using drugs. It's no longer alleged since they found it in his room. Violence and threats of control victims. As the trial progresses, additional witnesses, including former employees and associates, are expected to testify. Maybe, just maybe, some of the bigger names in Hollywood might too. People like Usher, Justin Bieber, never know. Further unraveling the operations of Combs' empire. The case's gravity is underscored by the potential penalties, which range from 15 years to life in prison if Combs is convicted. Now, with that being the case, this man right here might be trying to put himself in a position where he is not linked at all for other reasons other than the things happening with Sean. Here's a conspiracy for people to think about. Everybody knows, at least at this point, that there are ties in some way, shape, or form to the demise of people like Tupac, Biggie, when it comes to Mr. Combs. We know that at least people have been having conversations about that. Could Sean have a tie to the demise of other people when it comes to his associates and what they might want? Case in point, people like Steve Harvey. The rumor was that he had a hand, at least in the untimely end of Mr. Mack. Not that he put him to the end, but that something had happened along the lines that would kickstart perhaps the ailment that Bernie had, or even exacerbate it. There was also talks that he had been the one to make sure that Bernie Mac's career didn't really get going anywhere, but the breakup of the Kings of Comedy. Maybe he wanted the super starlight for himself, and that's what the rumor was back in the day. Now, if he did have ties to somebody like Sean, could Sean have been a hand in it? Will that come up in the case? Is that's why he's separating himself from all of this? Is it that he's trying to cut all ties to link anything back to maybe him trying to get Sean? Is there an NDA out there with his name on it when it comes to Sean Combs? You see, the speculation runs rapidly in a wrong direction when you don't clarify your actions there, Mr. Steve. So I would suggest, this is just a thought. Tell everybody why you're deleting the post. And again, you may not want to because you've already been told by authorities this is what needs to happen. Never know. What are your thoughts? Do you think Steve has a hand in this whole Diddy debacle? Could it be tied to something that happened between him and the Kings of Comedy? Will we be hearing more about Steve from the stand? Or is he just an inconsequential pawn in the whole game and he just doesn't want to have anything to do with the case and is trying to remove his name from the mention in the annals of history? Well, whatever your thoughts are, please let us know below because we are curious about this one. It's not the first time Steve tried to make himself a little bit obscure when controversy comes around. We look forward to reading your comments on this one.
Training athletes, build leaders, changing communities. At Mentors for Life, sponsored by the Bully Me Bad Project, we provide free professional sports training and mentorship to youth with passion, drive, and the desire to grow. We connect them with top-tier coaching and leadership tools that unlock their full potential. Our athletes train with elite professionals like Coach Cedric Booty of CM3, who's worked with NBA players such as Jaden Ivey and Blake Wesley, and the dynamic team of Tevin Lake and Bobo from T2 Sports Performance. Together, they've trained standout athletes including Notre Dame football stars, NFL offensive lineman Danny Piner, and Kyron Williams. In a school or neighborhood of 1,000 youth, 5 redirected lives can mean 5 future leaders, 5 families spared heartbreak, and 5 powerful stories of hope. And this is backed by research from the Money Smart Athlete Foundation, which shows that athletes have a powerful influence on youth behavior, confidence, and long-term success. We don't just build athletes, we build mentors. High school students who complete our program will become certified Mentors for Life members and will be paid to speak, lead, and coach the next generation. To support Mentors for Life, all you have to do is click here if you're on a mobile device, or click here if you're on a computer to donate or learn more. Or you can reach us directly at mentorsforlife574@gmail.com. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Mentors for Life. Donate today and help save our youth.